Hey guys, in today's video we'll show you our top quality multi-time frame analysis that no one talks about. So stay tuned. But before we continue, we also want to note that we have a Telegram channel as well, where we post signals and other top quality educational content. So here's Euro-Dollar weekly. And as you can see, this week we had some choppiness price action. On the one hand, we tested our monthly effective resistance. What is more, it has been tested 3 times within the week, but on the other hand, price failed to break right read and make a clear higher high to confirm our bullish bias on the higher time frames. And also a notable item is that the price failed to make a new low, as you can see right here. So we actually have the same low and the rejection of the previous low as well. This can be also considered as some bullish signs on the higher time frames. But guys, from the bigger picture, like we always said, we want to see a clear new high right from that level, meaning that we want to see a clear breakout of that monthly effective resistance and to make for price a higher high to confirm our bullish momentum and fresh bullish steam. Because right now we have an unconfirmed bullish bias since price stuck on the consolidation between these effective levels, meaning monthly resistance right here and weekly support. And we have one intermediate level daily right here. So with that being said, we have an indecision bias for now on the euro-dollar. So with that being said, let's go down to the daily time frame and then to the 4-hour time frame to discuss some trade ideas for the coming week. Before we continue, guys, I also want to share with you our VIP group performance. As you can see, over 2,000 pips was made this week, and as you can see, this was mainly driven by a gold trade, by Nasdaq trades, and US oil. And as you can see, we don't trade a lot of currencies this week because they demonstrated some drastic moves, not allowing for us to enter with great risk to reward ratio and giving for us very small potential for the trade. So with that being said, all info will be in the description to the video. As always, our VIP group includes a trading program along with our 3 top strategies for the day trading, for the scalping, and for the gold price action trading. We also have advanced setups post every Sunday, and of course live signals. Also feel free to reach out our support team, and like we said, all info will be in the description to the video and in the comment below. And let's back to our analysis. So here's daily, and right now we have nothing fundamentally to add because as you can see, price traded in very tight range for the past 4 days. As you can see right here, from this point to this point, we generally traded in the 40 pips range. And as you can see, on the one hand, we have in total 3 rejections on the daily of our monthly effective resistance, which should send for us some warning notes. But on the other hand, we also have some positive signs, such as drastic uptrend, clear higher lows, as you can see, for instance, right here, and then price proceeded up. And then we have a beautiful long wick rejection of this new established lows somewhere right here. So again, indecision bias, since we have some price action at the monthly effective level, which is not bullish, but on the other hand, from the bigger picture standpoint, we are in an uptrend. So let's take a look at lower time frames to discuss our scenarios for the coming week. So here's for our time frame, euro-dollar, and first let's discuss the bearish scenario for the coming week, since it's very easy and simple and at the same time very powerful. So first of all, let's draw the trend line from this top to this. Let's connect to these swings, and as you can see, we have our trend line. And in terms of bearish bias and bearish momentum, we have the following. So first of all, we have this triple top right here, which could be considered as a massive momentum loss, giving a high chance from reversal. But again, this should be confirmed. And to confirm it, we would like to see at least the breakout of this trend line and of the 50 EMA. And only if this all happens in confluence, we may consider euro-dollar as a short. And as always, stop loss right above that level, right above that monthly effective resistance, and targeting, first of all, this daily effective support, and second, price may proceed even lower, thus we can target the weekly effective resistance. And let's go down to the 1-hour time frame to discuss our bullish scenario as well. So here's 1-hour time frame. So first of all, again, to discuss our bullish scenario for the coming week, let's draw a trend line. But in this case, it will be intermediate short-term trend line to confirm our immediate trend. And let's draw it right here. And as always, very simple idea. To enter long, we would like to see the breakout of the trend line at 50 EMA, and guys, to be 100% sure about our bias, we will consider euro-dollar as a long only if this pair will be able to break a monthly effective resistance. Because as for now, even if the price will break the trend line, our potential will be around 30 pips, which is not great. Even if we place our stop loss below the recent swing low, which is around 20 pips, we will get our risk ratio about 1.5, which is quite small for the trade. So with that being said, we will only enter long if the price will show for us a clear breakout above the monthly effective resistance right here. So with that being said, let's move to the pound dollar. So here's pound dollar weekly time frame, and in this case, as you can see, we have a clear breakout and a clear new high from the monthly effective resistance. You should be very careful as for now due to cross-pair analysis, because as you know, euro dollar and pound dollar mostly moves in the same direction, and if the euro dollar will fail to break monthly effective resistance and proceed down, the pound dollar could do the same, but with some time lag. So guys, be very careful for the coming week, and let's make our analysis and discuss ideas as well. So for now, as you can see, we have this beautiful bullish candle on the weekly time frame, giving for us a clear bullish bias. So let's go down to the daily and then to the lower time frame to discuss our ideas. So here's daily, and as you can see, we have a clear bullish bias as well, since we have a breakout of that monthly level, and then price came back even to reject it with this long wick candle, which is a beautiful bullish price action on the high time frame, giving for us enough confidence to establish a bullish bias on the pound dollar on the daily time frame. So our weekly is bullish and our daily is bullish, meaning for us that our two main time frames are confluent. So with that being said, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So here's pound dollar 4-hour time frame, and let's draw our minor structure level right here, right at the 1.33 round number level. And even though we have a breakout of our monthly effective resistance, which now turns into support, we can see actually the same price action like it was in the euro dollar, meaning the triple top. So like we said, these pairs move very closely. We should pay a lot of attention to both if we consider to enter the trade. So for now, to enter long on that pair, we first of all want to see a clear break of that 1.33 price level. And then if this happens, we will look for some pullback or to the golden Fibonacci zone, or on the lower time frames, or even the rejection of this minor structure level. But when it comes to bear scenario, if the price will fail to do that, we should build our trading plan for the bear scenario as well. The idea is the same like in the euro dollar. Let's draw our trend line, our short-term trend line from this point to this. So in this case, we will go short only if the price will break our three main confidences, meaning the trend line, the 50 EMA, and the monthly effective support. Only when these three structures will be broken, we will consider it as a short, and first of all we will target this daily effective support right here. So let's move on. So here's dollar CAD weekly time frame, and again we have the price choppiness on the weekly time frames, because as you can see, price close to the week with this candle, and this actually tell for us nothing, since for a confirmation of our bearish bias we want to see a clear breakout of that 1.30 price level to make a new low, and on the opposite side to confirm the bullish bias and a possible trend reversal. We want to see at least the breakout of the weekly level and of the 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. But as you can see, price consolidating somewhere right here, and let's pay more attention to the lower time frames. So let's go down to the daily. So here's daily, and actually nothing to discuss here, since again we have a very sloppy price action on this time frame. As you can see, price proceeded down dressed on a Monday and then stalled in that range, not giving for us any directional bias on the daily time frame as well. So let's proceed down immediately to other ideas on the dollar CAD. So here's dollar CAD for our time frame. And to discuss our bullish scenario, first of all let's draw our immediate trend line right here on the 4-hour time frame. So if the price will be able to break right through the trend line and make a clear higher high from that level, we may easily go long, targeting first of all the high of the trend line and then this daily level. On the other hand, if the price will fail to do that, it may continue its downtrend, its global downtrend, and on the one hand, let's extend this trend line, and as you can see, we can connect our lows right here, and you can clearly see that we have some triangle pattern. And some traders think that if they see the breakout of that support line, of that minor structure, it could easily go short. But this is actually wrong, since we have 1.30, a very powerful level from which price reversed multiple times in the past. So guys, our initial recommendation would be to wait for a price action right at this level, and only if we see a clear breakout with a confirmation through pullback, some other confluences, only after this we may go short on this pair. Since last time, as you can see right here, we have a momentum break, price failed to confirm it through the pullback, and as you can see, it reversed drastically, making this a fake breakout right here. So guys, be very careful for the coming week. So let's move on. So here's gold weekly time frame, and as you can see, price proceeded down this week, but again fell to make a new low by rejecting this structure level on the weekly time frame, again giving for us an indecision bias on the week. So let's go down to the daily. So here's daily. On the one hand, we have this beautiful lower high right here, but on the other hand, we have the same lows right here, making for us the triangle pattern right here. So again, nothing fundamentally changed, and we want to see the price action or at the trend line or at this support to confirm our directional bias, so to break out one of these confluences. So with that being said, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame to discuss our ideas. So here's 4-hour time frame, and we already established our inverse trend line right here, which is very powerful as for now, because as you can see, buyers and sellers are closely taking action right at this trend line, and after which price reversed. So firstly, we as always want to see the breakout of the 50 EMA and of the trend line, and only if the structures will be broken, we will go long, targeting at least this monthly level right here. And on the other hand, if the price will fail to do that, we want to see a clear break of our structure level from the daily time frame, and once we see a momentum break and then a confirmation of the pullback, we will go short on the gold next week. With that being said, let's go down to the US oil. So here's US oil weekly time frame, and we have a clear bullish confirmation on the weekly time frame for the US oil, since we have this beautiful momentum candle breaking right through the 50 EMA and right through the 0.618 Fibonacci, as you can see right here. But we have another confluence factor on our way through the weekly effective resistance right here. But anyway, we have a clear bullish bias on the US oil on the weekly time frame for the coming week. So let's go down to the lower time frames to discuss our trade ideas. So here's 1 hour time frame, and first of all, let's draw a trend line right here from this point to this, and the structure as well. As you can see right here, we have a clear zone. So first of all, as you can see, price already break right through that area of high confluence, but then we have some price choppiness. And if the price will show for us a clear higher high right from that level, meaning it will able to rise about to the 42.5 or something right here, we may easily go long, since our bullish bias will be confirmed. But on the other hand, if the price will fail to do that and proceed down to that area, we may consider it as a short as well, by simply drawing the trend line right here. And if the price will break the trend line along the 50 EMA, we may easily go short and target at least this Fibonacci line. So guys, thanks for watching. Press the like button, comment below what you think about this analysis, what pairs you track for the coming week. Consider to join VIP as well, all info below. Again, thanks for watching and see you the next week.